Hello everybody, I'm live at lunchtime. It's Tuesday, it's 1 p.m. and it is competition time. So the competition this July was, let me just bring it up onto the screen. Let me show you what it was. So we have a silver backpack, the Stride 10. We have a Headtorch from LedLenser, the M11 that I reviewed recently, and we had some Trailblaze running poles, and we had some energy drink from Maurten, which is used by Mo Farah and Eliud Kipchoge. So drink that and you will be running faster, I'm sure. I'm going to try some. Let me just get the bag of competition name entries. All the entries are in this bag, and I just want to welcome 3 new patrons. We have Elise van der Acker, we have Carl Wise, and we have Stephen J. Reed. So they're all in this bag as well. So basically, how the competition works is every month on Wild Ginger Running, I do a monthly competition, and it's to win about £400 worth of trail running stuff. So that is the stuff I just showed you here. And today I've actually got 2 runner-up prizes as well. 2 people are going to win this book by Laura Kennington called Kairos as well. So I'll tell you a little bit more about that when I'm drawing the prize. So I can hear lots of pops that mean that people are saying things, but I haven't got the thing which shows me what it is. Comments and reactions. There we go. Hello! I can see everyone now. That's fantastic. Hi! Hello everyone. I can see Rob's here, Alex DeHotot's here, Run Simon Run is here, Mark is here, Purple Running Wales is here, Guy Greytrix is here, Rob Jones is here, John Gardner is here. Hello to you all. It's absolutely fantastic to see you all here. John Watts is here as well. He's just put good luck everyone. Okay, so I'm going to draw these in just a minute, but before that Abby's here as well. Hello Abby. Before that, I just want to give you a little update. So Bram Van Diemen's here as well. That's great. And Andrew as well. Okay, I'm going to stop reading out people's names now because I want to give you a little update about what's going to be happening on Wild Ginger Running over the next couple of months. So first of all, I'm going to tell you what I'm doing next. I'm going to tell you what a great guest I've got booked next Wednesday for the live chat. I'm really excited about this guest. And then I'm going to give you all a new promotion code to use for the Velo Forte bars that I really like. They've given me a new code and it's even better. It's 25% off this time. So keep watching and I'll give you that code in just a sec. So first of all, I'm going to go to the UTMB, the Ultra Tour de Mont Blanc. So there's 4 races there, and the biggest one is the Ultra Tour de Mont Blanc. It's 100 or so miles around the highest mountain in, is it the highest mountain in Europe? It's the highest mountain in France, Italy, Switzerland area, and it is 100 or so miles long. And I'm going to be attempting to interview as many top athletes as I can get my hands on, and that I'm allowed to, because they're very strict about all that kind of stuff. I need to pass this accreditation thing still, so I've just emailed them back today, so I'm hoping that I can do that. But I'm planning to interview 3 times winner Xavier Thevenard, who runs for Camelback. He's French, so I'm going to be polishing off my French to do that. He will have a translator as well, so don't worry, you guys don't need to know French. I just thought I'd polish off my French so that I could ask him some questions in French, and he, that might make he might feel happier like that. He might feel like I've made an effort. And then I'm really excited because I'm really going to try really hard to interview Courtney DeWalter. She's an American runner who's just like smashing it over there at the moment. She's won so many things outright, like for example the Moab 200. I think it's actually a 240-mile race, and she smashed it completely. She came in 10 hours ahead of the next person, which happened to be a man, and so that's just really awesome that she's just knocking out such amazing runs. Then I am so excited that Beth Pascal, who we did have interviewed on this channel a little while ago. She recently came 4th in the Western States, which is absolutely incredible, 4th lady there. So she's going to be running the UTMB, so I'll try and get a chat with her as well. And also another lady who I've interviewed in the past for Trail Running Magazine called Jo Meek. She's going to be there as well at the UTMB. So those are the 2 British ladies running the UTMB. Also, there's going to be Tom Owens, Harry Jones, who you might know on YouTube as Harry Runs. I interviewed him a little while ago as well. And Andy Simmons. They're going to be running UTMB. And then also Ian Sharman, who lives in the US, and he's a coach, but he's actually British. And Paul Giblin, who's a coach over here. Marcus Scotney, who we've definitely seen before on this channel. He's got bright ginger hair, and the film on Monday was of Jen Scotney, who's his wife. So Marcus will be there too, and Tom. Oh no, I'll talk about these guys first. So those guys are all doing the UTMB, and I'm going to try my hardest to get to speak to them. Obviously, just before the race, nobody wants to speak to a journalist. So I'm going to hang around in Chamonix a few days before the race. I'll watch the race itself. I'm going out with Petzl, Headtorch manufacturer. They're taking us on this trip, and we get to watch the race from lots of different places. We're going to get on a mountain bike. We're going to run up a hill, and we're going to get 2 hours sleep during the race because we're literally following the athletes around. So hopefully I'll be able to do some live coverage. I don't know what the signal is going to be like, but just stay tuned just in case I can go live at any point. I will be making a special emphasis to cover the women's as well, because I was watching it last year through their website, and they did cover the men's race all the time. And then I think for 1 hour when the women were about to finish, they did do men and women coverage, but the men's was definitely more the men's race. And then they got Rory Bosio on to talk for about a few minutes about the women's race. So I just thought she should have been there the whole time, and I asked her if she was going to be there this time, but then I saw her name on the start list, so she's going to be doing the UTMB. So I'll try and talk to Rory as well. But the UTMB is super cool. I have been there before, so some people are writing comments about UTMB. John Gardner says UTMB coverage fantastic. Mark England saying love Courtney. Yeah, love Courtney. Bran Van Diemen saying he has to go there sometime. Yes, definitely. Up to the Summit says seen a few people running the UTMB over a few days this year. It sounds like it's becoming quite a trendy holiday destination. Funny you should say that, actually, because I just ran around the Isle of Man a couple of weeks ago over 6 days, 100-mile path. Well, next year I would really, really like to run the UTMB over a few days. It's just in the early planning stages yet, but I would like that to be my next project. So yeah, I think that is the new trendy thing to do, because there's no way I love going to the UTMB. I've been there a couple of times with Trail Running Magazine, and the atmosphere is incredible in Chamonix. It's just a pile of people, tons of people everywhere. When I covered Kilian Jornet, I should say, finishing the Bob Graham ramp and smashing the record last July. Well, it's like that in Chamonix, but even bigger, bigger crowds. You cannot even get to the finish line because there's so many people. It's 20 people deep. It's basically, this is the Olympics of trail running, isn't it, the UTMB? But having said that, and how much I love watching it and admire all the athletes that complete this 100-mile race, there's no way in hell that I would ever want to do the UTMB, because half of it's in darkness. The speed I'd be going, I'd be out for 2 nights, wouldn't see any of the scenery. And I just don't think I'd enjoy doing 100 miles all in one go like that. I'd want to savour it, and I want to, make a film every day for you guys and just really savour it. So that's the reason I wouldn't like to do the UTMB, but I would love to do it over 6 days. Bran Van Diemen is also saying he thinks that it'll be a bit busy and overcrowded. Yeah, it is, but only at the start and finish, and in certain checkpoints and stuff. There's loads of places on the course, because obviously it's 100 miles long, that it's not crowded at all, and you can see tons of amazing elite athletes go past and just cheer them on, and they're well, actually they don't answer after a while, because if they did that they'd be really knackered. Carl Southgate is here, and he says he'll be there as well to watch. That's fantastic, Carl. We'll have to hook up. If any other patrons are out there, maybe we'll have a little meetup out there. I'll be working hard interviewing people, but I'm sure that there'll be a moment where we could hop off for a run or something. So I'm hoping to get out for at least one run while I'm there and make a film of it. So yeah. Also, Carl was just saying the sensible way is to do it over 6 days. I think a lot of people who want to do the UTMB, according to the lady who's running who runs the holiday, she's called Julia from Tracks and Trails. I interviewed her a few weeks ago. An interview from her came out on the YouTube channel about like running the UTMB, and she was saying that a lot of people that want to run the UTMB, they do it first over 6 days, like 1 year, just to see what the terrain's like, see what they're aiming for, and it does sound like a fantastic way to see the route if you are planning on doing the race. And once you do it, you might decide, oh no, that's not for me in 1 day, or you might decide, oh yes, definitely for me, I'll go and do it in 3 days then, and then I'll do it in 1 day. So it just depends how you want to live your life, basically. We have a UTMB completer in our midst. Kubra Benelli said, I'm not sure if you're a man or a woman, so apologies. They did the UTMB last year, 41 hours. Wow, that is a long time to be out in the mountains, but saying pure enjoyment. So you could just go for one of the shorter races. Yes, you could. There's also like other races. There's the TDS, there's the OCC and the CCC. So I think the CCC is like half and the OCC is a little bit less. And I know Pascal Mathenet, one of our patrons, is doing the OCC. And so you can see her updates on the Q&A series that I do. Okay, so that's enough UTMB chat. There's just a couple of more athletes that I want to name check. Holly Page is doing the CCC. Holly Rush is doing the OCC. And then Tom Evans is doing the TDS. So I will try to interview as many of those people as possible, and you can see what they say on the YouTube channel throughout the coming year. So I'm really, really excited about that trip. Okay, so number 2 thing I want to talk to you about today is I'm doing some talks at Ellis Brigham's in Manchester and then in London. So they're on how to start trail running, and I know that's probably something that you guys aren't really, you've already started trail running, so you probably know all that you need to know about it. But I'm going to show this film, which is I made with Ellis Brigham earlier, or I think it was last year actually, and it's just a short film about how to start, like where to go and what trail running can give you a little sense of what it is, and the benefits of running off-road rather than on-roads, and a little bit on how to start finding the trails. And there's loads of cool voices in there from people who just randomly answered my call to be in the film. So it's really nice of those guys to be in the film. So we're taking that film, we're starting a little tour. So we're going to start in Manchester, and it's going to be Manchester the Thursday the 5th of September at 7 p.m. I know one person who's already got his ticket. That is Guy Greatorex. Amazing, already got his ticket, even though he already knows how to trail run. It would be amazing if you guys want to come, and we'll just you can just chat to me at the end, and we'll just say hi and have a bit of a patron chat at the end. It'd be amazing to see any of you there. And if you can just tell your friends as well, because I'm sure you've all got friends that run on roads and you're just like, why do you run on roads? You should run on the trails, but they're a bit unconfident, I want to get all those people in the room and just say to them, look, this is what you can do. Like, this is amazing. So the other talk is in London. It's on Southampton Street. That's the Ellis Brigham there. And it's Tuesday, the 17th of September. And that one is at 8:15 p.m. So the details about that are, if you go on my Instagram, there's a link there. I'll also put a link in the description in below this film. But basically, if you type in Ellis Brigham Claire Maxted or Ellis Brigham Wild Ginger, it should bring you up with the page, and you can book tickets. Tickets are only £8, so I think that's a fair price to come and see me speak. It's going to take me all day to write that speech. We're going to show the film, and we're going to talk about everything like training, gear, nutrition. Like, even if you have started trail running, you might learn something, and there's the opportunity to ask questions as well at the end. So if you want to ask me anything, then you are very welcome. Okay. And Guy Greatorex is saying, let's all go and support Claire and go for tea after. Yes, a cup of tea. I will definitely need a cup of tea after all that speaking. Fab. So that's number 2 thing that I wanted to tell you. Please tell all your friends, and let's get as many people going to the London Ellis Brigham and to the Manchester Ellis Brigham as possible early September. So then the next thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to go to the Skyline Scotland on the 21st to the 22nd of September. They've just started a selection of 3 trail races that you can do as well. So they're not only providing 4 massive sky running and vertical kilometre type races for like really gnarly extreme people, but they're also providing some trail races as well. So you can kind of get into the terrain around there and see whether that kind of thing is your thing. So I'll be there. I haven't checked the athlete list like I have been doing with the UTMB, but I know that there's going to be tons of top athletes there. I'm hoping that like I keep calling him Kilian Jornet because when I first met him was at the UTMB, and the French all call him like Kilian Jornet because that's how you pronounce Jornet. But since then I've been told by several people that actually you pronounce his name Jornet because he's actually Catalonian. So sorry, Kilian. Next time I see him, maybe I should just ask him how he pronounces his name. I'm sure he doesn't really mind. Fantastic. So what was I saying? Yes, Skyline Scotland. So I'm going to be there interviewing whoever I can find there as well, and also doing a bit of live too. Then after that, it's very busy September, I'm going to be doing the Southwest Outdoor Festival. So that's from the 27th to the 29th of September. So I'll be doing a talk. I'll be doing, I'm probably going to be doing some kind of running race down there and making a film of it. So it would be really awesome if you fancied coming to the Southwest Outdoor Festival. It's down in Cornwall. It's at Penrose Hall, which is this beautiful sort of stately home owned by the National Trust. And I actually went to Cornwall on my running club holiday in March. So there is a film about a really cool route that's right by the place where Southwest Outdoor Festival is. That's a really cool route. It's not amazingly filmed because I wasn't going to film it because I was on holiday and I had my iPhone with me, and then I was just like, do you know what? I need to film it, which always annoys everybody because they don't want to be in my films all the time. But yeah, so it'll just give you a little taste. It's not like the best film I've ever made, but you know, it's just good to give people a taste of what's on offer down in Cornwall. So, I believe I have told you everything. Hang on. The guest that we have next Wednesday, I'm very, very excited about this. We have, on next Wednesday's live chat at 8:30pm, that is the 14th of August, I've just confirmed with Tom Evans that he is going to come on and chat to us. So Tom is incredible. He just did Western States, and I can't remember where he came. Does anyone know? I'm just going to Google it quickly. But basically, he's doing the TDS at UTMB this year, so I'll hopefully catch up with him again. Tom Evans, Western States. He did really well, but I just can't quite remember where he came. Third, yes, I thought it was third, but I didn't want to say it until it actually was. Yeah, so he came third in the Western States. So that's a 100-mile race in America, if anyone doesn't know. There's tons of information about the Western States online, and it's like one of those dream races that people just like try and get into all their lives. So yeah. Up to the Summit was also saying about Skyline Scotland. Ring of Steel is his A race for next year. You must have a look at my Ring of Steel race film then, just as a little guide, just give you a bit of an insight as to what the course is like and what food not to take on it, because I managed to go around with a massive cheese baguette, which I hardly ate anything of because of course it was too dry. That was just one of my stupid things that I decided to do. Fantastic. Yes, so lots of people know way more than me. Yes, Tom Evans came third at Western States. So I will be fully researching Tom over the next couple of weeks in time to interview him on the 4th of August. That is a Wednesday at 8:30pm, so definitely stay tuned for that one. If not, you can catch up with watching it later, don't worry. You can type any comments below and I'll try and come back to you with any information that missed out from the interview. If you're a patron, you can ask Tom some of your own questions. I'll be putting a post up on Patreon probably early next week, so get in with your questions, check next week, and we'll be like prepare some questions for Tom Evans, and he'll answer all of the patron questions. So if you are keen to ask him a question, then just become a patron. www.patreon.com/wildgingerrunning. So talking of patrons, all of the patrons' names are in this bag. So I'm going to draw 3 people's names. The first person I draw will win the July competition, which is, oh, not that, this. Yes, so they'll win the Silver Backpack, the LedLenser Headtorch, the Trailblaze Mountain King poles, which I used on the Cape Wrath Ultra, the Maurten hydration and energy drink. So, without further ado, I shall stick my hand in this bag. Oh, and let's not tell the person. So, you know, in the comments below, let's not tell them. So they have to watch it, and then they get a big surprise, you know. Because if they read the comments first and you put, oh, well done, so-and-so, then they'll know, and they won't be able to have the thrill of the hand diving in, you know. So let's keep quiet about who's actually won until they know. Okay. Whoa. Drum roll, everybody. Do a drum roll if you're not at work. Okay, I'm going to pull out a name. Okay, who is it? Vince Coyne! Vince, it's a shame, I don't think he's watching, but Vince Coyne has won. Congratulations to Vince. You have won the competition for July. You've won the Silver Backpack, you've won the LedLenser Headtorch, you've won the Maurten hydration drinks, and you have also won the Mountain King Trailblaze running poles. So I will be talking to those companies very shortly and getting them to send all those goodies to Vince. Whoa, well done, Vince. Cool, okay. So all you have to do is support me on Patreon to be in with a chance to win. You have to be in the $5 tier, though. That's the deal. Okay, so next person. So the next two people I'm going to pull from this bag are going to win I should have done this the other way around, shouldn't I? I should have done third, second, and then first. Never mind. Keep watching, everybody. So this is a book called Kairos. It's by Laura Kennington. I have not met her, but she seems like a very cool dude. So this book is all about her pushing her boundaries. So I'm just going to read the back to you. I'm standing on the edge of a 40-foot cliff, surrounded by a glacial lake, getting ready to jump. That sounds amazing, especially it's really hot around here right now. So jumping into a glacial lake sounds amazing right now. So there's snow on all sides of the water below, and it crunched under our boots as we steadily climbed up to the top of the cliff. The sheer drop below is terrifying, littered with any number of rocks that I could hit on the way down. Oh, this doesn't sound quite so good. The slightest misstep and the result could be catastrophic. Oh my goodness, I hope she survived. All the same, as I run through my internal risk assessment, I decide that if this doesn't work out, then all things considered, I'd be relieved that I wouldn't have to go back to the office next week. It sounded like a win-win situation. I hate my job that much. Wow. Well, if that resonates with you, then I would definitely give this book a read. It's a compelling account of one woman's journey to find out what she's really capable of, and what it means to redefine your limits and your life. So she goes kayaking in Russia, she goes running across the dunes of Fuerteventura, and she cycles thousands of miles across several different countries. So this is a total action-packed adventure, including running, with some nice colourful descriptions of devastating failures, human kindness, and triumphant victories. So this sounds great. I've actually got 3 copies, and I'm saving one for me because I want to read this, but I'm giving 2 away. So the next 2 people that I pick from the bag, I'll be going to get these 2 books. And what I might do is write your name in the front here, and then like we can do some kind of book club, and when you finished it you could like post it to somebody else that watches Wild Ginger Running. We could like do a bit of a book swap, get a book swap going, or just give it to anyone and they can write their names, because wouldn't that be cool if like there was a list of people's names going there of who's read it? I just think that'd be cool. Anyway, so fab. What is LIAID? Oh, lakes in a day. Oh no, we're not talking about lakes in a day today. Sorry, Paul Towers. Yes, no, that's not the topic for today. The topic today is the competition. So, the next 2 people who I'm going to take from this bag are going to win Kairos by Laura Kennington. Okay. Person 1 is Paul Way! I think he'll be really excited. Paul Way, a book is winging its way to you shortly. Oh, I amaze myself sometimes. Okay. Da-da-da-da-da. Next person is... Ooh! Abazir Nazir. He has won the other book, So those are the 3 people who have won the competition this month on Wild Ninja Running. Next month's competition is a Silva Headtorch and some clothing from CMP. And some other stuff as well that I haven't quite worked out what it is yet, but you'll definitely be getting a Silva Headtorch in the next competition. So yes, stay tuned to find out what else is in the next competition. And thank you everybody for watching. It's been absolutely brilliant. Right, we've got some suggestions for the next competition. So Bran Van Diemen says, for the next competition, you should include an inflatable swimming pool. I would love to include an inflatable swimming pool. How about a trampoline at the same time? I would love to have both of those items in my garden right now. You could put them next to each other and you could bounce on the trampoline and jump into the swimming pool if it was deep enough. I think that was great. What I would really like is my husband wants to make a pond outside the back doors, it's going to be below the spare upstairs bedroom. And I was like, oh, wouldn't it be great if we could build a slide down into the pond? And he was like, no. So, well, I don't think that's going to happen. Might be a bit expensive. But yeah, anyway, that's how my mind works. So lots of people are saying a congratulations. You're all very good humoured having not won the prize. John Gardner says, oh well, no early retirement for me. I love your sense of humour, everyone. Run Simon Run says, well done guys, cool prizes as always. John Watts saying congrats to all the winners. That is amazing. John Gardner also says that the book swap is a good idea. I think a book swap is a good idea because books are expensive, right? Absolutely fantastic. Well, it was wonderful chatting to you this lunchtime. I will be live tomorrow at 8:30 p.m. I'm not sure what's going to be in the show yet, but I will be putting it out on social media, so keep posted. I'll be back at 8:30. I'm trying to get a guest on. I've got a few people who I'm messaging. I was trying to get Tom Evans on this Wednesday, but he's flying somewhere, so he's doing next Wednesday. I've just got a few people in the pipeline, but if not, I'll do a gear review. Okay, well, thank you very much to everybody for watching. Have a great rest of your lunchtime. I hope that you have enough time to pop out on a quick walk or a little run, or just go and have a look at a tree or something. Just get out of the office. If you're in an office, please get out and just reset the old brain cells. So I'll see you tomorrow night, 8:30. There'll be another film out on Monday. I need to edit that. Right, I've got a lot to do. I must go. Okay, see you everyone. Thanks for watching. Bye.